With the lion's share of the killing done beyond the bastion, one exalted bloodthirster marches his army deeper into Cathay. As Khorne expands towards the mountains, traipsing across desert and past warpstone curiosities, they discover something ravenous. The most powerful and brutal of Khorne's warriors, exalted bloodthirsters live only to end lives and harvest skulls. Bloated things rustle the trees, barely contained grunts echo through the hills, and more than one whispered argument finds the bloodthirster's sharp ears. He pulls his army to a halt, ready and eager for a battle to please the god of murder, though perhaps too eager. The minions of Khorne have wandered into the Mountains of Morn, the rightful, hard-earned homeland of the Ogre Kingdoms. The coming conflict between demon and ogre may have been avoided if not for the dim-witted instincts of a trigger-happy Noblar. Witnessing the premature firing of the scrap launcher rouses the thuggish instincts of the poorly concealed ogres, who lose all semblance of order and descend upon the demons, largely mistaking them for edible man-things. Scrag the Slaughterer is the insane leader of this rabble, who style themselves the Disciples of the Maw. He drags behind him a massive meatbot and is seldom far from a rabble of gorgers. His followers revere him as the legendary prophet of the Great Maw. It is the exalted bloodthirster's grave misfortune to have ventured so close to these creatures' deity, and Scrag's unending delight to have fresh meat for his pot. Noblars are perfect cannon fodder, and even better distractions. Some wear saucepans on their heads, because safety's important. Alas, there's no saucepan large enough to save something so fragile from a marauding Chaos Warrior. Noblars litter the ground and Khorne elates, but not for long. Ogre Bulls charge into the fray, pinning the Chaos Warriors on both sides in a rare display of tactical brilliance. Scrag doesn't remember telling his forces to flank the enemy, and honestly, he's already forgotten it happened. He casts the Maw because he enjoys the sight of impaled flesh squirming on pointy rocks. On the outskirts of the battle, Mournfang cavalry have been biding their time, waiting for an opportune moment to strike. With the exalted bloodthirster distracted by the giant, the cavalry set their sights on a flagging Blood Reaper and valiantly charge into battle, only for their prey to be snatched away by a Firebelly's flamestorm. More Khornate forces wade into the conflict. These twisted creatures are harborages of death, beings of pure hatred designed to do but one thing: wage total war. The battle is souring for the Maw prophet. Khornate swords sing with ogre death as the more disciplined of the two armies recovers from the shock of the initial attack. Driven back and on the defensive, Scrag has one last trick up his sleeve. He casts Troll Guts on himself, which does wonders for his own survivability but little to benefit his dwindling army. Scrag's true ace in the hole. A rampaging Stonehorn and a fresh wave of trusty Gorgers are more than enough to even the odds. For what Scrag the Slaughterer and his ogre kin lack in tactical prowess, they more than make up for in brute strength and raw power. Their home, as hardy and intimidating as they themselves, may prove to be quite the undertaking for the demons of chaos. There is, after all, a reason Cathay and Kislev both venomously avoid venturing too deeply into the Mountains of Morn.
to Manor Lords.
Let's get to work!
In this video, I'd like to introduce you to some of the core mechanics of the game, including regional development, trade, and military recruitment.
We need more workers here.
The map in Manor Lords is divided into regions. Each region has its own resources, as well as a development tree. When you upgrade the residential buildings in the region, you get development points, which you can spend to unlock new development branches. This means that different regions may specialize in different things. Some may be more optimized for farming, some for mining, and some will process the resources to make expensive goods, like shoes or clothing. Depending on the optimization of your production chains, the price of the goods will change, affecting the market attractiveness. Free merchants will travel more frequently to towns that have rare and more affordable goods. These merchants are the only way to get wealth in the game. Lord's treasury, however, is split from the regional wealth. As the lord or lady, you must tax your towns and villages in order to get money for your personal endeavors. There are different taxes giving various benefits. For example, the tithe goes straight to the church, but in return, the church gives you influence. Every so often, the king gives out valuable rewards to the most influential lords on the map, including new territories. You can compliment or insult other lords via the diplomacy system to affect their influence. The recruitment system in Manor Lords has been redesigned after some community feedback. It is now divided into 3 unit categories. First type of recruits are the peasant militia. You can call to arms the peasants from your villages. They grab whatever improvised weapons they have and join the fight.
War is coming!
This will hit your economy, and you'll need at least a couple of villages to form an army. If you want better militia, you must train them at the training camp or the archery range. The second type of recruits are mercenaries. They cost silver and a lot of it. The last type is Lord's Retinue. This is a limited, heavily armored unit that you can customize to your liking.
Through generations, the regional states have broken away from central control and war is commonplace. Armies amass ever closer to the border, spreading fear of an impending invasion from neighboring tribes. It is an era of conflict, but also of opportunity. Only with a supreme harvest can the people of this newly formed state be kept content, with art, technology, and industry all contributing to a sophisticated civilization, while maintaining supply lines to the army marching to war.
This land has turned hostile against us quickly, Your Highness. We must take this time to prepare our defenses. Another assault moves on the city, Your Excellence.
In the chaos of war, any side could prove victorious. States now seek alliances to protect themselves against full-scale invasion. It is an endless cycle of skirmishes turning to wars, precarious alliances, and new states grasping for a foothold in the struggle for power.